And what is up? It's your boy McToyReviewer69 back at you with another video. And today we're taking a look at the Core Class Megatron. This guy, this is a fun little toy. These Core Class G1 figures. Come on, camera, focus. These Core Class G1 figures, they're pretty cool. And I do quite like this. Megatron is definitely one of the better ones, like articulation and fun wise. But he's not without his flaws, and the flaws are quite present, which is why I'm not doing a review. I'm doing a custom video. I bought two Megatrons. One that I drastically customized, and the other which I kept just vanilla. So I'm sure the obvious change you can see here is silver. They made this guy gunmetal for some reason. Even paint in certain parts gunmetal. The only thing that was actually silver was the stomach, which I didn't touch. And of course, backpack. No, fuck that backpack. We hate backpacks here. The only piece, hold on. The only pieces to actually survive the process was the backpack piece. See on that Megatron. It does just come right off. You can see there. I took it off and then just cut off a lot of other pieces. As you can see, removed a good amount of the kibble. These hinge pieces just don't even stay in. It's like really bad. So I glued them in. And as you see, I took the gun and then I cut it, put the back right there, and then put the turret right there. You can see a bit of the glue burn, and then he has that little barrel right there. I cut off the backpack to the point where it kept his hinges because I want it to look like he still transforms. He does not transform at all. The only transformation he can actually do is this. And it's useless because, again, the rest of him cannot transform. I suppose if you take the legs off, you can bring in the rest of the tank treads and make the bed of the tank, but that's it. That's all I can do. I painted the treads gunmetal, by the way. I left the treads on. I like that design cue. Otherwise, he's completely just G1 Megatron, just looking absolutely beautiful. And let me tell you, I really love what I did here. Again, it's new phone, so I'm having trouble with the focus of the camera. So of course, naturally, because I bought the second one, it came with the second gun. So I painted that up too. I cut off a little back piece so we can't plug in for the turret for tank mode, which I didn't like. I nipped off some of the filler pieces there. So looks a little bit more sleek. And then I painted silver except for the handle, and then painted the scope black. I give it to my Optimus on the shelf. So he looks pretty good with it. Camera. Yeah. And Megatron of the one I customized, the what's it called, the scope was left over, so I cut off the handle piece for the small figures, glued it to the scope, left it unpainted, and now Megatron has a gun, little Megatron gun, and I do quite like that. Also left the ports on the back so I could just plug in. A lot of the paint's already starting to scuff off, especially right there from it turning. One of the cool things about this Megatron is the fact that for transformation, his right hand, only his right hand, rotates. Of course, it brings this little panel over. So because of the turret. So I actually cut that piece off, glued it to the back, and left him just with the articulated hand, which is pretty cool. You can see I paint over the chest, so I gave him a Toy Hacks sticker. Toy Hacks right there on the chest, and it looks pretty good. But he still has his waist swivel, which is cool. All his figures should have waist swivels. I found that actually this Megatron, his joints were pretty loose, so I had to tighten them up on both copies. I also painted those red, right there, the biceps. That's silver. There's really not much else, a lot to say about him. Besides the fact that, just look how much paint I did. I actually, you see how the back, focus, the back of it just extends over the back of the hand to completely cover it so it doesn't look like hand. I actually cut that off. I shaved it off to where it is just a fist. I also drilled through the port so it goes all the way through. I also took a couple extra pieces and shoved them into these little holes right here, and then painted them over just to fill that up a bit. I didn't paint the neck piece at all. I just left that black. The stomach detail. Let me adjust myself. Stomach detail here. That was all just base painted, as you can see. And I really appreciate that and have to do it myself. That looks quite nice. Painting the feet too. I also cut off that little peg right there. I painted in there, but I didn't go all the way in, so it looks like shadow. Well, actually, on the camera it is shadow, but also it's black at the edge of there. I painted that silver. Well, this side doesn't have any of that because it was on the back, so it looks a little prettier. Anyway, so I cut off that peg right there. I actually lost it for a while, and then when I found it again, I stuffed it in there. Which I wanted to like sand it to make it look a little bit less like obviously a big ass hole. But I didn't do that because again I lost it and then refound it. He is very fun. I went over all the paint with my floor gloss just to protect it. It's a better job on its own, but it's not like the perfect solution for protecting the paint. Again, it has been scraping, chipping. This gun is like the number one reason I got this figure is because like having that chug scale Megatron gun, that's just awesome. That's just awesome. The one that came with the Starscream just does not work for like most of the stuff, and also it comes without the silencer, which is what I wanted. Just as a side tangent, while I was at it, I painted Starscream. I got Starscream 2. Painted a little beat there. Scraped off the paint that was right there between his waist and the chest, and it made the paint true. Made it go through. See, it's definitely been scraped off because of how it transforms. Painted the wings too, and then painted the nose cone tip blue. That's pretty much it for that. And Soundwave was pretty simple too. I painted up his. I love the Soundwave figure, by the way. This guy's awesome. Come on, camera, focus. Sorry if Starscream wasn't focused. I wasn't looking at the camera. Painted his wrist there. Painted the ring on the barrel of the cannon. That's it. That's all he needed. This guy's like basically perfect. I love this thing. Want to bring in Optimus for a comparison. He's still in his pose from before. The two of them look really good together. The only thing I don't like is that Megatron is shorter than Optimus, which kind of sucks. Megatron should be a little taller or same size as Optimus. That's how I prefer it. Yeah, group shot. I want more of these figures. These little Legends figures are awesome. Especially since the customized work I did in Megatron. I just freaking love these things. Like more Autobots too would be awesome. A Shockwave. Just want Shockwave. These guys are really cool. I really like them. Just look at the drastic difference. Like this is like some raw customizing. It's like what's word? Radical customizing. Yeah, a real radical difference here. He doesn't transform, of course. I removed all of that. I think I already said that. Yeah. Let's Megatron transform. So I'm quickly transform him. Just completely yank that off. Yeah, let's transform him real quick for you. I can't put the turret back in, the tip, because how do you put the gun in, which is freaking stupid. It looks so stupid. But much like my Siege Megatron, he is. I prefer just having the little the cannon as a turret. Again, I am really sorry about the focus of the camera. Yeah, sorry, I burped. Of course, it's awesome this guy's Blush compatible, which I freaking love that. Stick the Blush in there. You need to go to Blush. Maybe my Rodimus Blush, that might look cool. Just get in there. That looks pretty cool. Let's give him a little big old Blush. Big old Blush. We can do a double Blush, can't we? Alright, that's not happening. Oh well. The tank mode I really like. This is how I want to have them displayed. Probably Megatron like this. I haven't figured out my display yet. I have my other Legends Megatron displayed. Actually, let me bring that up. Yeah, I have all my other Legends figures displayed. This one's taller. On my dresser. So, and I don't have like another Legends display. Especially as all these characters are already on that display. So I still have all that figured out. But when I do display him, I want to be like that. He really bulks out when he transforms. I do much like how the turret looks rather than what it was before with this huge bulky front and tiny back. I like the bulky back with tiny front. This looks a lot better. The arms tab into the bottom right there, so kind of a bit much to get pointed up. But then again, I did turret points. So yeah, that's going to be it for my video. For this custom video on my Core Class Megatron. There you go. Double Blush right there. Yeah. So this has been your boy McToyReviewer69 telling y'all to have a great Blush.